Okay, so it's 6-1 again. This is the follow-up video for assignment number 41, part 2. So I'm taking my time writing everything out on the board, giving you a chance to look at what I'm doing. And this is problems number 63 and 64 from the Regents book. And the difference with these guys that sometimes add a little complication here is there are two variables. And the task was given to you to GFC, to factor, find the LCM, and to check using the LCM. So I did that for both of them. So I'll start on the top here. There's the original problem, okay? And the coefficients are 36 and 24. So I didn't bother to write that out. You should see at your age that 12 and shares with 24 and 36. It's a GCF. So I wrote that over there. And then I took out the a squared, and on the other side I took out the b squared, and there you see it. Again, a one check, of course, right? One check, of course, would be to just to multiply the distribute, and you get back the original one. That's what most high school kids do, but we're just, following this stuff up. And then over here you see that the GCF is this over here. That was explained to you already. And the factored form is here. So that would be the so-called answer. It's completely factored. B squared and A squared, the 2 and the 3, they're all co-prime terms. So you know you're good as long as you can get a check in there, because it's easy to make a mistake. And then I multiplied 12 times 6. That is, I'm multiplying left to right. I came up with 72. Multiplied these guys out, and that turns out to be my LCM right here. I took the check over here, and we're in the corner, it's good, so we have it, and I divided. We started division already, and we'll be definitely following that up later today. And I divided both of these, and again, there's your check. You can see what I did, and you'd be expected to do all this. And in fact, it should be easy for you because I'm just using the quotient rule here and simple math terms. So there we go, everything written out. Can always pause this if you see a step or a mistake that I made or something that doesn't make sense to you. And here's the second problem, two variables, this time being m and n. And here I did a little factorization here. Maybe 12 and 42 aren't immediately clear to some kids. So I saw that I think that 6 checks them. And sure enough, 6 times 2 is 12, and 6 times 7 is 42, and 2 and 7 are co-prime numbers, simply for the reason that 7 and 2 are both prime numbers. So there they are. So I extracted an m from the first one, and I extracted n squared from the second one, and you could write that out if you needed to. And then I multiplied backwards, and I came up with the factored form. And so your GCF is here, as you can see, and your LCM is the product of the two remnants and the GCF, and that came out to negative 84. And then I divided twice, here and here, and I came up with the correct answer. Okay, so here, this is completely factored. This is typical Regents work that you see from the textbook. And I think I got it completely down this time. And what I'll do is send you out this video as well, so that assignment number 41 is taken care of. And since I have a couple minutes, and I'm not sure of the level of understanding, I'm going to just here on the bottom, doing the old-fashioned way, I'm going to figure out using all these m's. So this works. Most kids don't end up using it. Those are 3 n's there. And underneath, negative 7, 6 times 7, and it's all negative. and then I write out again whatever's here, and there's an M, and there are two N's. So again, you can see it's easy enough to do. There you go. So it's 6 times M times N squared, and you can see I have that right over there circled. And what's left over? There we go, there we go, there we go. And so it's times 2m to the third, because there are 3 m's and 1 n. Okay, and finally the minus sign, that's very important, 7, but since this matches this, okay, that's how I did it in my head. And like I said, if you can't do it in your head, you can always write it out like this. And you are responsible for the 6th grade level of being able to see a GCF. You might actually have to write it out like this in some of the more difficult problems. But you've seen already from the Regents that they're not particularly interested in making the numbers big or difficult. They want you to get the concepts here. So let me shoot this out again. Okay, I'm just letting you see this on your own. Okay, and I prefer the explanation. So I'm just moving this here. You can always pause it and see the work that I did. And so I'll prepare this and get this going for you.